Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning miracle call. My name is Michelle Niels. Today is June 3rd, 2024. And happy June, everyone. We're in a new month. We missed you last week because of the holiday. Hope everyone had a wonderful long weekend. So if you're new to these calls, which most of you are not, but I know there's a few, we would love to give you our warm Live Younger community welcome. So I do hope that you will speak up if you are new. We'd love to welcome you. But with just a few ground rules, and I came up with the acronym, the BBC. So we are going to be bold with our shares. We're going to speak out because there are people here that need to hear your story. So let's be bold and let's raise our hands. Be brief, like 30 to 60 seconds, please. Because we have a lot of people on the call. We want everyone to have a chance to share. And the C is be compliant. So compliant means we do not name disease states. We don't name any diseases, okay? We want to remain compliant and be around for many, many years. So symptoms only, please. So when you're ready to share, please go to the bottom of your screen and click the raise hand button. Leave your hand up while you share, please, so I can keep a focus on you. And yeah, so we are ready to go. Who wants to jump in first? And it's Allie. We always love hearing from you. Go ahead, Allie, unmute.
Right. I had some brain surgery that left me unable to use more than half of my face. And one part of that was nothing was working on this side of my face. So thank goodness I don't believe in getting sick and I don't believe in allergies. If something had happened, I could not breathe. There was no way I could have cleared what was going on in there. And also because I couldn't control my tongue, my dental hygienist had to work really hard to hold my tongue out of the way while she was cleaning teeth. All those things changed I came in just before X49. So I got on X39 a few days later. X49 got rid of all of that non-feeling in my face. I'm very, very grateful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Very compliant. Beautiful share. Thank you, Allie. One thing I forgot to mention, and you're fine, Allie, bringing in the other patch, but we're going to try for the first 15 minutes to focus on the star of the show, the X39, because everyone starts with that. There are some people on the call that have only used the X39 and they're new, and that's the way we all start. So for the first about 15 minutes, let's focus on the X39, please. All right. Perry, you are next. Go ahead and unmute.
Okay. And I've been on the patches 3 years this month, so I have lots of stories. But
Oh
one
my
of
gosh.
them are you hearing me?
Yes, hearing you great. Yes.
Okay. The first 3 weeks, I had a long-term condition with wearing these special shoes for arch problem. And if I didn't wear those, I hardly could walk. And in 3 weeks, that was gone. And I'm now wearing any shoe I want. And I'm put all of my expensive shoes in the Goodwill basket. So
Oh
that's
my
just
gosh.
one of my deals, one of my stories.
One of many.
Soon to
Well,
be 86. And I was getting up 4 times a night with it, going to the bathroom. And now I'm getting up once, maybe twice, if I drink a lot of water.
that is huge, being able to sleep through the night without interruptions. Beautiful. Thank you, Perry. Thank you. Wonderful share. Look forward to hearing more from you soon. All right, Robin.
Well, I just want to share. Yesterday, I was walking the other day, I was walking in the neighborhood with the dogs and met some neighbors and had a nice little friendly visit, gave them a garden tour and started talking. And, they've been there 9 years and I didn't really know them. And I think it's important to know our neighbors. So we started talking. She's a nurse at the hospital. Her daughter was visiting from Texas and her daughter was in pain. They had just finished a run. And I said, hold on for a second. So I went in the house, came back out, and her pain went from she had some surgery on her lower back. and it went from a 7 to a 2 in seconds. And she was like, what? So, and she has a mother that has some cognitive decline, and she's, not getting any younger either. So you just never know who's right under your nose, right there in the neighborhood. I think we forget that sometimes. We go all the way over the world, but guess what? They're right next to us.
Was
So
that
there.
X39, Robin?
I patched the mom with X39, and I patched the daughter with IceWave. Oops, I was supposed to say I violated our agreement. I apologize. I should
Oh,
know.
that's okay. That's okay. The one that you met and that had instant relief, that was IceWave.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. We do our best to focus on X39 in the beginning.
I
It's
should know better, of all people.
it's not a sin, Robin. We're good.
Oh, good. Thank you, honey.
Okay. All right, Sunshower, and then Jerry, and then Pamela.
Good morning, everybody. So great to see you first thing on a Monday morning doing our miracle calls. It's so great that we gather as a tribe. I have a new brand partner that, was using X39 in the usual place, but was noticing that she was having pain in the hands and there was swelling of the joints, if you know what I'm talking about. And she goes, I just took it off the back of my neck and she had two, so she put one on each hand, and within minutes all that pain was gone. We use our hands for so much, right? It's good if they work right. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sunshower. Everyone's being great. You're being compliant and you're being brief. I love it. This is wonderful. We're going to get to a lot of people. Thank you, Sunshower. All right, Jerry, Pamela, and then Pamela.
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning, everybody. Just want to make sure people know that as we today live in a microwave society, we want everything now. Please know that when you are using the patches, they are working. I have been on the patches as Perry almost 3 years, and I have many results. But one that I'd like people to know about that you stay on because you're looking for quick results is I had a severe nerve pain running down my leg that I could not sit down for about a month, which was out of this world. And that took 3 months to finally where I have no pain. But what I want you to know is before that, I had had 2 stents put in. They almost lost me from my heart. And I am sure that it was going there because these stem cells are very smart and they go to where they are needed most. So once you start, please don't stop because it is working where you need it. Thanks.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm wondering if Christina would be willing to share because it's that Christina's mother, 85-year-old mother, I got to meet her on Saturday. That woman is just a sparkly little tiny woman with just light coming out of every part of her body. I just loved meeting her. She just was talking to people at this health fair that Christina and I had a LifeWave booth, and I heard her story, and I want Christina, her daughter, to share. Would you come on, Christina? Go ahead and unmute, hon.
Hi, Michelle. Can you see me?
I can. Yes.
Okay, perfect. I think Mom will be able to share her story, but the story I would like to share before Mom does.
Okay. Yes,
It's the
please.
one with the little gal that came to our booth, and she has that pain all over her whole body, and she's been hurting really, really bad. And she was renting a booth herself, and she said that I'm just worn out. I need some energy. I need something. So we patched her. This is going to be a different patch, but we patched her with energy here on the lung points. And then we put the X39 on the back of her neck. She left. I don't know how long she was gone, but she came back crying. She did not think that pain that's all over her body would go away, but it went away too. And she had energy, and she was able to last the rest of the whole booth. And, we were there till 7 o'clock?
8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also she called yesterday and told the gal that had introduced her to it, She's getting in.
Aw, that's beautiful. Thank you, Christina. Is your mom there? And I know your mom's story is X39. Hi, Margie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, darling? You're so
Great.
precious. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yes, share your story that you shared with me on Saturday.
Okay, you are on the heart.
On your heart, yeah.
Yeah, in 2015, Christina went with me. I was still in Nebraska to the cardiologist, and they told me that I had a leaky valve in the heart, and that if I didn't have surgery, I wasn't going to make it. And I said, no, I've had enough. I've had 2 heart attacks. I've had open heart surgery, bypasses. And I said, I just didn't want any more. And so she said, okay. So anyways, I started the patches in 2021. And Christine and I were just talking, and I think it was the healthcare doctor that I went to, and that it was in the first year, probably about 6 months though of it into it, that I had started the patches. And we went to my healthcare doctor, and Christina asked him about that leaky valve, and he said, "What leaky valve?" Well, that'll never take her. So after Christina told him the story, so I went in for a checkup this last fall, and he said that the cardiologist, and he said that leaky valve does not need surgery on it anymore. He said, "I'll die of old age first."
And then tell her the rest of what he said to you. You heal like
Oh yes, I heal like I'm 18, and my blood pressure.
He actually said that. You heal
He
like
honestly did. No, he honestly said that. I heal like I'm 18, and he says my blood pressure is better than his.
I love that part.
I know.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we lowered my blood pressure probably about 6 months after medication after I came here too, because I was doing 150 milligram, and he took me down to 25 in the morning and 25 in the evening.
And that's a medication, everyone. So she was
Yes.
on 150 milligrams, and now she's like way reduced,
Right,
25
like
and 25.
50 now. It lowered at 100.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Look
Yep.
at you two. Aw, getting younger together. Yay.
There you
Mom,
go.
gonna have your mom a long time, Christina.
yes.
Thank you
Bless
for
you.
sharing, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, Ravel.
Thanks, Michelle. Just, this Monday Morning Miracle Call could be called Heart to Heart. And just
Yeah.
wanted to share a friend in her 70s and another new friend in her 80s. They were both consulted with their cardiologist. One got off her meds in a year and a half, at her first year and a half on X39. The other one had a talk with her cardiologist, and she's off her meds now. That's a lot sooner. And she noticed that any symptoms are much less and less pronounced. So that's really promising. And just before I say so long, just want to mention that when I share what X39 did for me with a stranger, I don't even touch on the most significant, because it could be a medical claim, but just in terms of symptoms. I used to have to wear in the summer a mesh jacket and mesh pants, because if I got bitten, it would just, it would be really bad, in terms of inflammation and pain and redness. And so I even had to cover my head. Anyway, it was the symptoms came back after about a month or two on X39, and it was rough. It was about 6 days. Came back a month later for half a day, and that was in 2020. And I don't have to wear any special clothing anymore. I'm completely free, even in the evenings around mosquitoes and so on. So it's really been life-changing for me. And that's why, who could not share when you go through such life-changing experiences. Thanks, X39.
Thank you, Ravel. I'm sure there's lots of people that get bit by bugs here. Those nasty skeeters. Great share. All right, Pamela, go ahead and unmute.
Ravel, you gave me goosebumps. That is so beautiful. Well, my story is my cousin's actually. She had something that occurred. Usually it happens like on your big toe, and it's very, 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 very painful. And you can't even put like a sheet on it. And so she called me, she goes, "What patch should I put on or whatever?" And then she actually reached out as well. Um, and X39, and in 2 days, gone. So
And 39 on the back of her neck
no,
or on her toe?
on her toe.
On her toe.
Mhm.
And for those of you who don't know what that condition is, it's like an inflammation. It's usually related to eating a lot of rich foods, and it's, yeah, it can happen in different parts of the body too. It starts with a G, right?
I do have a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If someone doesn't have a colon, would that be, I mean, has anybody used the patches in regards to that? I was
So
just,
they have a colostomy? Is that what you mean?
I
They've
get,
had their
yeah,
surg-
yeah. I
they
didn't
had
know
their
how
colon-
to, 'cause I
surgically, a portion of it surgically removed. So your question is, can they use the X39?
Mhm.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think it doesn't much matter if there's body parts missing.
Okay, I didn't know. Because I never ran into that. So just, okay, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Well, there's a little lull. We are at 15 after. I'm going to share a story that just happened to me yesterday. I met my boyfriend in Boulder to go on a hike, and it is one of the most strenuous hikes. Those of you who live in Colorado or Boulder, Denver area probably know Mount Sanitas. It is like straight up. It is constant climbing. I had poles because it really takes a toll on your knees. Before we started the hike, my right knee was bothering me, and it bothers me off and on. And I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 7. And I thought, ugh, am I going to be able to do this hike? I put Ice Wave on my knee and Eon, put Eon on the most painful point and the tan Ice Wave patch over that, and then the white Ice Wave patch on the other side of my knee. Literally in less than a minute, the pain, which was a 7, went down to about a 2. And I did this straight up hike, and we hiked for 3 hours and absolutely no pain. And today my knee does not hurt at all. Not at all. So you guys, they work. Yay. Okay. Who else would like to share? Come and bless. Yes, I was wearing X39. Ravel asks X39, X49, and the pain patches I was wearing. Yes. And Eon. All right, Diane, please go ahead and unmute.
I have a friend who had a terribly painful condition, the one that runs down from your hip down your leg. And it was so bad that she had to quit her job and go on disability. She had this condition for 15 full years when she started using the performance bundle X39 and X49 together. And it completely went away in 2 months. It's
Condition
gone.
she had for 15 years.
Yes.
How old is this woman, Diane?
I think she's 62.
Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
You're
is
welcome.
amazing. Monday Morning Miracles. All right, Dolly, and then iPhone user, and then Diane. Oh, wait, Diane, you just shared? Maybe you have another one. Okay, Dolly, yes.
Thank you. I had a lump here that was a little bit bigger than a golf ball. And the doctors, even at very famous clinics, told me that it was gout. And I said, well, how sure are you? Well, I'm 99% sure. What could make you 100% sure? A biopsy. So I had the biopsy, I had the surgery, and after the surgery, there was this little dip right here. There was a lump there. And I said to the doctors, there's a lump there and it bothers my swallowing. And it just, and they said to me, it's scar tissue. You just live with it. So it was at least 10 years later, maybe more. And so it was there for a long time. And I started the X39, and 3 days later, the lump is gone, and it's still gone. 3 days.
Oh my gosh. And by the way, remember, we don't name disease names. You said a word, and I think you meant a different thing that affects the thyroid gland, right? A growth on the thyroid. Is that what happened to you, Dolly?
It was cancer.
Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no, no.
Oh.
It's okay. We don't name names. You said another word that starts with a G.
Yes.
I thought it was a thyroid condition where the thyroid gets enlarged and you're hyper,
Boy,
your thyroid is, yes, the thyroid's way too active. But anyway,
that's what they
let's
told me
not
it
name
was.
disease names, but that is amazing.
Oh, I
Okay,
know.
days.
Yes, thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, Dolly.
Thank you, Lord, and thank you, X39.
Thank you so much for sharing. Beautiful. All right, iPhone, then Darylyn, then Jerry.
Hi, this is Deborah Hawkins. Oh,
Hi,
let me
Deb.
let you in. Hold on, I'm gonna put on. Okay. I want to say that when you get on these patches, you don't realize all the things it's doing, because I had a chronic cough and I don't go to the doctor, so I had no idea what it was. I just thought it was allergies. I didn't know. And I'm talking 15 years, I had a chronic cough. And about, I want to say, a few months into the patches, I realized X39, I always use every day. I realized my husband said, "You don't cough anymore." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on?" I mean, like, that was such an annoyance for all the people around me. The second thing is any scars I have, like the C-sections, I had 2 with lots of scar tissue. Those are like a little white pencil mark. That's all they look like. I noticed spots I had on my face and on my chest, and areas that looked like the sun had done something wrong to my skin.
Mhm.
Just started fading. And the energy that I have, the deep sleep, that's another thing. My legs used to hurt me and wiggle around and shake at night. And I just noticed my sleep was so much deeper. And I'm just so grateful. I can't shut up about this amazing product.
We love the blabbermouths here. Just go tell the world.
Yes.
Thank you, Deborah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, hon. Oh, I have to say, I have to put a pitch out for Vibrant Living, and maybe Robin will say how much longer we have. I need to get on there today and share my story of my hike and my knee. How much longer we have free patches that we do a spin on Monday nights, and the people who share on Vibrant Living, which is our Facebook group, their name gets entered into a drawing for a free sleeve of patches. So those shares, Deborah, were amazing. So we'd love to have you put them in the Live Younger, the Vibrant Living Facebook page. All
Two
right,
more-
Darylyn.
2 more sleeves, Michelle. 2 more
2
sleeves.
more. Okay, so 2 more weeks. Okay, Darylyn and then Jerry.
Okay, I've actually never shared, but I just recently went on a vacation and we hiked 12 miles in Lake Tahoe area. And I had my daughter and 3 granddaughters. The youngest one is 7, and nobody wanted to sleep with her because she always kicks and flails her arms. And so I suggested that we try Eon. And I placed an Eon on her, and she slept like a baby and was so very, very comfortable and got a really good night's sleep. So that was just exciting too. And another quick story, I have a friend who had been stepped on by a horse and broke her ankle, completely snapped her ankle, had a few surgeries, and the doctor had said that she was going to have another surgery because the bone was splitting where the metal contraptions were in her bone. And she had I had her on X39, X49, and Eon, and Ice Wave to help with the pain. And a couple of things, she said she hasn't had to have a pain pill since December. And she visited her doctor in February, and she's not going to have another surgery because the bone is healing. And she also has other issues where she's had to have blood thinners, and she's been able to reduce her blood thinning medications. So that is quite the praises.
Wow, there's quite a list of stories there, quite a list of testimonials, Darylyn. Thank you. You said this is your first time sharing. I hope we hear more from you.
Well, thank you. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Darylyn. Thank you so much. Jerry, I think we might end with you, my dear.
Okay, thank you. I knew we were short, but anyways, people often ask me, especially when they're a little bit older, and the company also wondered how this would be doing on older people. Well, my dad is 97, has been on the patches for 2 years, and has multiple good things. But I'll just want to share 3. Is in 1969, he had open heart surgery that left him with 2 nasty keloid scars that were huge on the top and the bottom. And they're gone. They're flat and smooth. He also was a welder and had facial scars. They're gone.
Oh,
And
wow.
one more thing he didn't notice until he was listening in on one of these when we were visiting. The tingling in his ears, it's gone. So those are 3 good ones that, have happened to a elderly gentleman. So thank
How
you.
old? How did you say he's 96, Jerry?
97.
Oh my goodness. Did he take a before and after picture of his face?
He did not, and he did not even recognize that the keloids were gone because he used to cover up all the time. And all of a sudden he was getting washed up and he's looking in the mirror in his throat and down into the top. He calls me and he says, it's all clear, it's smooth, it's even shiny. So he's just really been amazed at the good changes he has had over the years.
Wow. Our founder and inventor.
I'll give you one more for those that are
Yes.
listening. He
Yes.
has a pacemaker, which in Friday he is going in to have the batteries recharged, but replaced. He also has a problem with his kidneys that's at a high stage. And his doctors can't believe that it has been like this for years. The last couple of years, nothing has changed. The markings have even gotten better. The cardiologist said that his heart is better than when they put the pacemaker in 8 years ago, and that the status quo on the kidneys not getting any worse is just amazing to them. So thank you.
Keep on patching, everybody. Beautiful. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah.
Monday morning miracles and everyday miracles. And we have science. So we have the science to back this up, you guys. We are with a wonderful company. We are blessed. So we're at the bottom of the hour. I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful senior presidential leaders in Bozeman, Montana, Robin and Gregory. Thank you, everyone, for your shares today. We are so blessed.
Well, thank you
for your
Michelle.
positiveness.
And you always do such a great job, Michelle. Robin, do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, we have a new director
Woohoo!
that we're going to in Camay's group. And what else are we going to do tonight, honey?
Oh boy, we'll have some surprises that haven't unveiled themselves yet.
You don't even know. They're so surprising. You're not
I
even
don't
sure.
even know. Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
early.
waiting for confirmation. The Power of the Patch call on Tuesday nights. People are loving it. And you can get the slides on liveyoungerreplay.com. That's the quickest.
Well, actually, it's not get the slides. It's a video.
It's a video.
replay. It's the video, so you can share it abundantly. So that will permanently, for the foreseeable future, be where you can a way to share the Power of the Patch showcase. We're calling it because we're talking about the products and the business in there, and you can just send, that YouTube or that URL, Power the Patch. liveyoungerreplay.com. And it goes.
Ravel put it in the chat because Ravel is
good. Thank
always
you.
on top of it. So everyone's right there in the chat. Thank you,
So
Ravel.
so you don't have to wait till Tuesday to share that with somebody. It's available 24/7. And real soon, Connie and Janet and I are going to re-record the Power of the Patch webinar system with that with the new slides. So that's in the works sometime in June.
And tomorrow night, we're waiting for confirmation with Dr. Jeff and Janet. And it is, once Memorial Day happens, which was last Monday, and we did miss seeing you, it's kind of the official launch of summer, even though the solstice is June 21st. And people are out and about, and Michelle was with Christina, had a very, very successful health fair. I think she said she got 15 applications of new people at one health fair.
Christina
Very
did. Yes, she did. Yay, Christina.
So, there's lots of ways to share, get out and be in your community, meet people, connect, and be curious and see what unfolds.
You.
Anything else, honey?
No, I think that's it for now. That's all, folks.
Someone asked in the chat,
Yeah, what was
Donna asked in the chat, what happens tonight? So Donna, tonight is our community call, and it's at liveyoungerzoom.com. And that's every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific.
And I hope you're filling out your tracking sheets for Punta Cana and setting the intention. I set the intention, and I got a call out of the blue. A friend of a friend's husband called me, says, I want to get started. I never met this man. You never know where they're going to come from. Keep that intention high, everybody.
Yep.
Thank
You want to unmute everybody, Gregory?
Yes, I think that'd be great. Go ahead and unmute and say your farewell.
Michelle, you're the
Thank you, Michelle. That was wonderful.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for all the positive comments.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
39 day.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
You spread happiness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love to all.
Thank you.
Thank you for such an inspiring call.
Synergy.